Hey guys, welcome to BisaNation. Today I'm going to talk to you about confidence, staying confident and all that good stuff. Okay, so the first point I want to make is a lot of you may have seen my video, my Happily Single video, where I spoke about growing up and my insecurities as a kid and all that kind of like depression and stuff like that. And I'm really passionate about people not going through that. Like, I really would, I don't know, it's one of those things where I just think if I could help everyone to get a new perspective, it would just be the biggest breakthrough ever for me. Like, I feel like that's my calling more than all the other things that I want to do. I think just helping people to see the value in themselves is like something that I'm really passionate about. So I'm going to talk to you about confidence. Okay, so first point I want to make is that I have realized that confidence is a choice. You know, some people think it's like confidence is like, oh, people are just, that's just their personality, they're a confident person, or yeah, that person is just a strong character, they're just confident, they're just self-assured. You know, there are some children who are just not shy at all and like so confident and bold, and there's some kids that are just so introverted almost to a fault. They're just like so shy. But it's not a personality trait, it's actually a choice. Like, the difference between the two types of children is one believes something completely different to the other. Everybody battles with low self-esteem because it's something that attacks you. The term is to have your confidence knocked, because it's something that's there and can be easily knocked over. So it's up to you to be responsible and, you know, keep your confidence. So I personally made a choice that I am going to be my own biggest fan. I'm going to be my own biggest supporter. And I'm going to be there for me. Because if you think about it, you know, people say all the time, like, oh, you know, you only have yourself. But it really is true. Like, you are the only guaranteed person in your life consistently. You are the only one that's always going to be there for you. And I think if we all understood that, we would kind of try and nurture the relationship with ourselves more. Because if you think about a marriage, if you know you're going to be with that person for the rest of your life, you're going to work at some things, you're going to work at getting along. Ideally, that's what is going to make you stay together. So I think if you know that you and yourself are bound for life, you have to work at the relationship. You have to make sure that we don't fall out. I support you, I'm going to be there for you. And I think that a lot of people think that being confident is synonymous with beauty or how you look, appearance, and it's got nothing to do with the two. They're not related at all. Your confidence is how you view yourself, the inside person. The outside is not. You can't be confident in your outside because it's not you. Like, it doesn't matter what you look like. When you talk to people, when you interact, nobody's walking around with a constant mirror in their face. Like, you know, we're dealing spirit to spirit. We're dealing being to being. And it doesn't matter how attractive someone is. If they're horrible, you stop seeing how attractive they are and you just see their ugly attitude. Confidence is not based on your looks, it's based on your perception of yourself. I was listening to a motivational speaker called Brian Tracy, and he was talking about confidence as well. And one of the things he got everyone to do is to say, I like myself. So I'm going to get you to say it right now and say after me, 1, 2, 3, I like myself. Say it again, 1, 2, 3, I like myself. And when you say that, if you aren't used to having that sense of confidence, it's going to be a really weird and awkward thing to say and just slightly uncomfortable, because some of you may not actually like yourself. So it kind of feels like, oh, this is not true. But one of the starting blocks is to just tell yourself, I like myself, I like me, I like who I am. So that is a starting block. That is a starting place. To love yourself, you need to just start liking yourself. You need to start liking the things that make you you and make you unique. So the next battle you may face is that, okay, if I like myself, why does nobody else seem to value me? Why does no one else seem to see that thing of like, okay, so I can't just keep telling myself I like myself if nobody else agrees. But the fact is, it's all perception. We live in a world of perception anyway. Like, you believe stuff about yourself, I believe stuff about myself, because everything around us is based on perception. Like, I think this person is beautiful, you may not think they're beautiful. Who's right? It's my perception. So it's like, okay, you need to make a choice for yourself that this is what I choose to believe. I choose to believe that I am a cool person, that I am a good person, that I've got great qualities, that I like me. I like the fact that I'm slightly stubborn sometimes, or whatever it is. Like, I like the fact that I'm determined. And I would suggest, like, write a little note to yourself. It doesn't have to be a long essay. I basically wrote a little note to myself. I wrote it somewhere that I only remember when I see it. Like, I'm just like, oh yeah. And it was just one line to myself saying, you are this, you are that, you are this, and don't forget it. And so every time I see that, I'm like, damn right I am. And I really think it's just, you need to be your own supporter. You really do. And because there's going to be so many people who try to break you down, who try to humble you if they think you're too confident or too self-assured. There are these people who go on a mission. That's why you have trolls, because people on the internet see you and they think, you think you're all that, or you think, or your life is like this, or you are like this, and I need to add the balance to you because you need to be broken down. And there are people who go out of their way, and you can't let these people in. So one of the ways to do it is to literally guard your heart. You know, when you read the Bible, it says to guard your heart, for out of it flows the issues of life, or for it is the wellspring of life, or the spring of life. And that basically means that your heart, which is who you are, your personality, your course persona, determines your life. So how you perceive yourself, how you perceive everything, is your life works with your heart. Your life works with how you see things. If I'm a negative person and I see life as horrible, I see everything negative, my life in general, this thing that exists called life, which is a being, interacts with your heart and then starts to fulfill and starts to build a path according to how you perceive things and your belief about yourself. There's so many of you guys who have been through so much, and instead of being proud of yourself and thinking, mate, I'm so strong to survive this, people are still down on themselves. They're still like having that insecurity and battling, rather than like appreciate the fact that you survived, that you made it. That says a lot about you. The fact that you're still here and you've made it through things that you've gone through, you should be proud. I view it as, basically, when I spoke about guarding my heart, I view it as literally the child part of me, like who I was when I was a kid. When I think about the person I was, and I'm still that person, but maturity and perception and negativity comes and kind of covers that child part of you, where you become a bit more pessimistic, a bit wise also, but a bit more negative as well. And it's about guarding that child part of you. Okay, so think of it this way. If you have a child, like some of you have children, obviously. I don't have children. But if I had a child and that was my only child, I would make it my duty as a mother. This becomes my duty. I'm going to love this child with everything that I've got. I'm going to make sure that this child gets the best out of life. I'm going to do the best I can to make sure that this child achieves what they're supposed to achieve. And there are billions of other children in the world, and you don't think your child is better than those children, but you know that your responsibility is to that child alone and not the other children. Now, obviously, we care about other children, if you can help other children, you do that. But you know, like, your actual responsibility is for your own child, and you don't compare your child to someone else, to other children. You don't think, oh my gosh, I wish my child was better looking, like I wish my child looked like that child does. You don't do that. You think, this is the child I've got, and I'm going to do the best with what I've got. I'm going to bring out the best in this child. And that's what you have to do for yourself. You literally have to think, okay, I'm me. There are other people. There are billions of other people in this world, but I'm me. This is the person I got stuck with. So I'm going to do the best to nurture me. I'm going to do the best to bring out the best in me. I'm going to do all that I can to bring out the best in me. I'm not going to think and compare myself to other people. I'm going to think about all the things that are good about me and how I can become better. And I'm going to protect me from anything that tries to rob me of my joy, my positivity, and my confidence. So I really want you to see it as you have a responsibility to guard yourself, to protect yourself. That means anyone who makes you feel like you're not that great, you don't need to be hanging out with those people. I know for some people it's your family. Obviously you don't just disregard your family, but you do need to block off the negativity that comes if they are giving you negativity. But just remember that insecurity is a lie. Like, everything that makes you feel bad about yourself or less worthy is a lie, because you know you have greatness in you. But it's when you think you can do something, or when you think you are something and it doesn't line up with your reality, that's when we get unbalanced. And if you think about it, you do actually, everybody loves themselves, but some of us are more disappointed with ourselves than others. And I'm telling you, don't be disappointed with yourself. See the greatness in you. See all the good things that you can do, that you are, and all the things you don't like about yourself. Just work on it. We're human beings. We're ever-growing projects. Nobody is perfect and nobody has it together. It doesn't matter how much it seems like somebody has it together. Confidence is a choice. It's a daily choice. You know, when nobody else is there, be your own date. Be your own friend. And I know it sounds really like, I'm not telling you to go and sit in a park on your own. And I mean, I do stuff like that anyway. I like my own company personally. But I'm not telling you to go out and, you know, go to a restaurant and sit on your own and, like, you know, just hug yourself. I'm just saying, see the value in yourself. Like, you are amazing. Like, you're great. And you should be telling yourself this. You don't need me to tell you this. You should be telling yourself. Once you start to see the worth in you, other people will see it. That's just how human beings work. Most of us don't see the value in something until it's recognized by others. But if you're recognizing it, other people are going to recognize it. But anyway, I hope this helps somebody. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.